Hi and welcome to today's daily reading for the 14th of March. And today's reading is coming from Each Day a New Beginning, Daily Meditations for Women. I seem to be using it a lot. And if I'm being honest, it's because I'm in one room and most of my books are in another room and I keep using the same two books. So I need to go and retrieve some other books or go do some readings in the other room. So we'll see. But anyway, back to the reading for March 14th. The child is an almost universal symbol for the soul's transformation. The child is whole, not yet divided. When we would heal the mind, we ask this child to speak to us. That's a quote from Susan Griffin. And then the reading itself says, "Was there ever a time when we did not feel divided from ourselves? Occasionally, we get a glimpse of what such spiritual wholeness would be like, but most of the time we struggle with feelings of conflict, unevenness, a divided heart. Perhaps the child is a metaphor for a spiritual guide, like our own higher power that can help us in our journey towards self-acceptance. I may not be perfect, but parts of me are excellent. If we can be happy with this proud, funny boast, then perhaps we can stop berating ourselves for our imperfections. If we dwell on our own contradictory impulses, we give them too much importance, too much power. Let me trust to my glimpses of harmony and wholeness and be grateful for the richness of my spirit." We ask this child to speak to us. I do think our inner child is the same as our higher power. It's one and the same. And other people would maybe go even further. In fact, I'll go further. I'll say that it's our soul speaking to us. Our inner child, our higher power, our soul, it's all one thing. Because I believe that we're all connected at one point. So we are all each other, and we are all the great creator because we're all a part of it. And I've said this before, the waves in the ocean are individual waves, but they're all part of the ocean. So they all make up the ocean. So they are the ocean. So it's a bit like us humans. Us humans are individual humans, but we are humanity. So we're all connected to each other. And it's interesting, when you believe that, you are less likely to harm another person, another creature even, because we are all connected. So if you harm someone or something else, then in a way you're harming yourself, and that will come back in some way, shape or form. So these are just things I like to throw out there and have you ponder. Because when I say things out loud, it makes me ponder. It makes me think afterwards. I come off here and think about what I've said and think, okay then, that was interesting because I've never thought about that before. Because these readings are as much for me as they are for you. Let us trust our glimpses of harmony and wholeness and be grateful for the richness of our spirits. Wonderful. And I love that phrase. I may not be perfect, but parts of me are excellent. And I know that, I know that parts of me are excellent, but there are days where nothing about me seems right to me. And I'm sure you have days like that as well, where you feel worthless, that there's nothing good about you. But those days will pass, like the ones where you feel excellent. They also pass, unfortunately. But we can work towards having more of them. And we can work with a giggle about that boast. Parts of me are excellent. I may be imperfect, but parts of me are excellent. That's something I'm going to take away with me today. I may not be perfect, but parts of me are excellent. And it's a really good way to look at yourself. We'll never be perfect. There is no such thing as perfect. Your ideal of perfect doesn't, in reality, that probably doesn't exist, and not for us. So think about your need for perfection. Could you settle for, I am not perfect, but parts of me are excellent? And think about the excellent parts of you. Where is your excellence? Because those are your strengths. Those are the things that you need to share with other people. And share that phrase, You're not perfect, but parts of you are excellent. Okay, 5 minutes are up. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste, sending love out to you all. Bye now.